So.
All right, we're set to go. Lady Wildcats in their traveling blue, Lady Rebels in their home white. Bailey Conquest to jump against Jesse Beller. Lady Cats moving from the right to the left of your radio dial. And we're underway as the ball is controlled in backcourt as Jesse got the tip. Tristany runs it down, and she'll walk it across the timeline. 2-3 zone by the Lady Rebels as it comes over to Lovin in the middle to Jesse. Back out front to Baker, over to McCutcheon. Lovin on the left side. Lovin back out front, top of the circle to McCutcheon, over to Tristany. She'll set the offense. To the right side it goes to McCutcheon. McCutcheon puts it on the floor. Jesse comes out almost to midcourt, comes to the left side to Tristany. Top of the circle to Lovin, right side to McCutcheon. Working, trying to get the girls loose in the middle, can't do it. Lovin has the basketball on the left side as Baker flashes across the lane. Lovin brings it out front, gives it off to Tristany Lunsford. Tristany to the left side. Lovin looked at a three, passed it up, back to Lovin. Baseline to Baker, puts it up, no good. Ball is in the hands of O'Daniel. She goes down the far side. Out front, it comes to Brown. Brown comes to the right side and threw it away as it goes off the hand of Brumfield out of bounds. 6:54 to go. No score as Todd Central threw up some pretty good defense. Lady Cats first time down.
Yeah, they did. And I think Lady Cats, Coach Clark hadn't said anything. I think he's just kind of watching to see how they play their 2-3.
Over to Beller. Right side to McCutcheon. McCutcheon lobs in to Baker. She has to battle for it and goes through her knees, and ball is loose. Baker gets it out underneath to Lovin, over to Beller, puts it up, rolls no good. Beller gets the rebound, puts it up, and she's fouled. And to be honest, there were so many people on the floor over there, I couldn't tell really what was happening. Conquest picks up the foul. That'll be Bailey Conquest first, team's first. Jesse goes to the line to shoot two. First free throw, good. Lady Cats take a 1-0 lead. Don Gilmore just ran all over Alexis O'Daniel. He was talking to Coach McGee. She was standing behind him, and he backed right over her.
And need to watch old people out there, don't they? Yeah. They kind of stumble around a little bit.
Jesse back to free throw line. Second free throw. That one rattles around and falls through. Lady Cats up 2-0 as Carver will come in and McCutcheon will go to the bench. First rotation for the Lady Wildcats. Rager will inbounds as the Lady Wildcats will throw up a little full court pressure. O'Daniel with the basketball down the near side. Backs it back out to the top of the circle, and Rager. Rager back to O'Daniel on the right side. O'Daniel put up a three. It's not going to hit anything. And it will be, I think a Lady Wildcat cheerleader tried to tip the ball back into play.
Boy, it's really good to see Tristany moving that good. You know,
yes, it is.
I never thought we would see that tonight. I honestly didn't.
Tristany walking across to the top of the circle. Bounce pass into Jesse on the high post. Over to Baker. She drives, kicks it out to Carver. Over to Lunsford to the top of the circle. And Beller. Right side it goes to Lovin for three. Got it. To Mia Lovin. Nice ball movement that time. Yeah. Rager up the floor, over on the left side to O'Daniel. O'Daniel brings it to the top of the circle, trying to get it to Brown, who flashes across. Conquest will put the shot up. It's no good. Baker runs it down off to Lunsford. Lady Cats on the run. Tristany, bounce pass underneath to Jesse. She spins, gives it off to Baker. Shot up, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, banks it in. Oshie Baker, and Coach McGee wants a 30-second timeout. Lady Wildcats really controlling the boards, James.
Yeah, they are, and you know, they got the ball down the floor in a big hurry that time, and
basketball as Rager inbounds it to Conquest, back to Rager. To the right side to Brumfield, back to Rager. Rager didn't start the last time we played him. All the way down, goes to the left side of the lane, gets cut off, stolen by Lunsford, but give Baker credit for causing that steal. Kicks it out to Lovin, over to Beller, in the corner to Carver, in the middle to Baker. She spins, puts it up, rolls, no good. Tipped around, it'll stay with Franklin Simpson. Nice job of Oshie stepping into the lane and cutting off Conquest a minute ago. And for the first time in a long time, here comes Courtney Turner. And James talking about good to see.
Yeah.
That's good to see.
Absolutely.
Lunsford will inbounds. Comes into Courtney. She'll put up a three, partially blocked. But run down, kicked, picked up by Rager. She goes in for the layup, rolls off, no good. Baker clears for Franklin Simpson, off to Lovin. Lovin down the far side. To Beller on the baseline, fakes, out to Baker. Shot from the free throw line, got it. Again, good ball movement by the Ladycats, 9-0. Brumfield with the basketball off to O'Daniel. O'Daniel crosses the timeline, drifts to the right side, still dribbling, looks out to the top of the circle in Brumfield. She'll go to the right, got cut off, back to O'Daniel. She'll put up a three. No. Battle for it. Baker tips it. Beller comes down with it, off to Lunsford. Lunsford in the corner to Turner. Back out to Lunsford, over to Beller, down to Lovin. Lovin looking underneath. Courtney comes to the top of the circle, takes the pass. Back over to Lovin on the left side. Bounce pass into Beller. Beller gets it from the floor, throws it into Tristany, but it's stolen by Brumfield. Brumfield down the far side, goes in for the layup, missed the shot. Turner with the rebound, off to Lunsford. Lunsford down the far side, pulls up, jump shot's going to be short. Conquest takes it, off to Rager. Rager on the left side to O'Daniel. She stops, gives it out to, I think that was Brown.
Wow.
And Brown puts up a three.
Should be 3.5. She was three steps behind that line.
Liza Brown, three, causes Coach Clark to come off the bench and call a timeout. 3:38 to go in the first. It's a 30-second. It's Beller, Lunsford, Lovin, Baker, and Carver on the floor right now for the Wildcats as Tristany will bring it up. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Tristany takes her time as she approaches midcourt. Crosses into front court, still in that 2-3 zone. And also Jordan Weathers is in the ball game for Todd. No, I'm sorry, that's Artis that's in the ball game for Todd Central. Lovin with the basketball out front, over to Lunsford, back to Lovin, down low on the right side to Beller. Jesse in the middle to Oshie. Oshie has it taken away from her by Brown. Brown off to Brumfield, and Brumfield runs down the near side. Back to Brown, top of the circle, goes to the left side to Conquest. She drives in, has the ball blocked, taken by Lunsford. Tristany on the run, all the way down, puts a shot up, got it. Lunsford's first basket. And James, to be honest, Conquest and a couple of the other Rebels were kind of loafing down the floor that time.
Yeah.
Brumfield tries to go in the middle, but it's called for steps. Coming into the ball game for the first time is Redding. Didn't have her anywhere. Kenlyn Redding in the ball game as Carver brings it up over to Beller. Back out front to Carver. Right side it goes to 11. Carver at the point, comes to the left side and Beller. Jesse looks underneath, lobs it over in the corner to Lovin. Lovin back out front to Carver, to Beller, to Baker. Baker puts up a jump shot, got it. Well, just nothing to it.
Nope.
6 points by Baker. 13-3 the score. O'Daniel with the basketball to the top of the circle to the right side. 11 down low, tipped out of bounds. Nice hustle by Carver.
Sure was. Stepped right in that passing lane. She is improving game by game.
Absolutely is. Brown will trigger the inbounds in front of the Franklin Simpson basket. Still looking, comes into O'Daniel. O'Daniel to the right side, gets cut off, gets it in the corner, goes off of, Redding had it, goes off of the Lady Cats out of bounds. It'll be Todd Central basketball into their own basket, as Artis will trigger the inbounds. Artis, the new player that wasn't with them last time. Brown with the basketball, back to Artis. She spins, puts it up, partially blocked by Baker, taken by Carver. CC all the way down, puts a shot up, banks it in.
Nice.
CC Carver. Coast to coast she goes. O'Daniel to the left side, out to Brown. Brown dribbles to the top. I'm sorry, that was Rager to Brown. Brown puts up a three. She will shoot them all night if you don't come out on her.
Exactly right.
Carver brings it up 15-6, 1:35 to go in the first. Left side to Beller. McCutcheon back in the ball game. To the right side in Lovin. Back to Carver to Beller. Just around the horn they go. Back to Carver. Back to Beller. And Beller puts the ball on her hip. Going to try to bring them out of that zone. She gives it up to Carver. Back to Beller to the right side to Lovin. To Carver at the top of the circle. To the left side of McCutcheon. To Carver to Lovin. Lovin drives to the baseline, off to Beller. Jump shots on the way. Got it.
Nice.
4 points for Beller. Beller 17-6, under a minute to go. O'Daniel all the way down. Kicks it out to Rager. Rager dribbles to the top of the circle. Spins. Comes to the right side. Back to O'Daniel. O'Daniel drives in. Tries to get it to Brown. It went off of Rager, hit Brown, and went out of bounds. Into the ball game, or returning to the ball game, is Amy Brumfeld, and Brown will get a rest. McCutcheon comes out as Tristany comes back in. 45 seconds on the clock, 17-6 the score. Wildcats on top. One, 2-2, I think now. Lovin with the basketball, puts the ball on her hip. They're going to try to draw them out. Redding comes out. They go to the right side to Lovin, over to Lunsford, over to Beller at 25 seconds. Jesse to Tristany. To Lovin, back to Tristany, back to Beller at 17 seconds. Jesse puts it on the floor, kicks it out to Tristany. Tristany backs it back out at 12 seconds. Tristany with the basketball, dribbling out front. Comes to the left side at 3 seconds, kicks it off to Baker. Got it. 8 points for Baker. The Lady Cats go to the bench at 19-6 at the end of the first. You're listening to WFKN Sports.
All right.
Cats scored. We've had ball games when 5 Lady Cats didn't score in the whole ball game.
Exactly.
Lady Cats out-rebounded them 9-3. Lady Cats shooting 57% from the field as Brumfeld brings it into front court. Gets cut off. Tries to go in. Ball's loose on the floor. Beller stole it, and it goes off of Redding out of bounds to Franklin Simpson. Jesse went to the floor.
Sure did, and that was a good hustle.
Lunsford will bring it up. 19-6 as Tristany crosses the timeline. Redding comes out on her now, trying to trap her, but it goes to the right side to Levin. Back out front to Lunsford to Carver. Carver back to Lunsford, moving the ball so well they can't trap her, which is what they're trying to do. Carver with the basketball to Lunsford. In the middle to Baker. Off in the corner to Lovin for three. No. Baker with the rebound. Put it up. No. Baker with the rebound. Puts it up, and she's fouled. That foul is on Brumfeld. That is her first, team's second. Ladycats own the boards.
Yes, sir.
Oshie at the line for 2. She has 8 points. Her first appearance at the free throw line. Shot is in the air. Got it. Conquest back in. Brown back in. Redding and Artis will come to the bench for the Lady Rebels. 7:18 to go in the half. Oshie back at the free throw line. Left hand shot. In the air. Got it. Ladycats 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Prince comes into the ball game. Jesse gets the first rest of the big girls. Conquest will trigger the inbounds. Comes in to Brumfeld, and she is fouled by Carver. That'll be Carver's first, team's first. Full court pressure again. Comes in to Rager. Rager over to Conquest. Conquest one-on-one against Oshie. Puts a shot up. Rolls off. No good. Rebound. No good. That rebound goes to Baker. I believe Brown was the one that took a shot. Tristany all the way down. Over to Lovin. In the middle to, well, stolen. Brumfeld going the other way. Tristany gets down in front of her. Missed the shot. Ball is tipped around. And Lovin comes out with it down the far side. Holds up. Gives it out to Tristany. Over to Prince. On the left side to Carver. Carver back out front to Lovin to Lunsford. Brumfeld on Lunsford as she goes to the right side. Back to Lovin in the middle to Carver. She drives in, puts a running jump shot up, banked it in.
Gave her the baseline. She took it.
Absolutely. 23-6. O'Daniel hustled it into backcourt, but then walks across the line, comes to the right side. Now reverses, goes back out, lob in, and she actually threw it away, but the Ladycats trying to steal it, got a hand on it and knocked it out of bounds. McCutcheon in and Beller back in. 6:16 to go in the half. Brumfeld will inbounds. Beller just slaps the inbounds pass and takes it, and Tristany's on the run. She's outrun 3 of them already, pulls up, over to Lovin, back out front to Lunsford, to the left side to Beller. Beller in the corner to McCutcheon. McCutcheon gets it back out to Lovin. Over to McCutcheon. McCutcheon drives in, gets it to Beller. Beller from the lane, puts it up. It's no good. Prince with the rebound. Prince just wrestled it away from Conquest. And I believe Conquest picked up the foul. She did. That's her second. Team's third. Prince goes to the line to shoot 2. James, that was nice work on the boards.
Sure was. They've done a good job on the boards. I think it's
a full timeout, so we'll take a full timeout with 5:52 to go in the half. 23-6 the score. You're listening to WFKN Sports. To go as Prince will step to the line to shoot 2. Prince can sink one of these 2. She will become the 6th Ladycat to have scored in the first half.
Already got one in double figures, don't we?
Yes. And that one hits the back of the rim, bounces out. Coming back into the lineup is Kinley, Redding, and Rager will come to the bench. Tasia will have another free throw. It's up. In and out, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Rebels. That was Redding that got it off to Brumfeld. Brumfeld working against McCutcheon, goes to the right side. Lob underneath to O'Daniel, and there's a pile up. Ball is actually stolen, and let's see, that's Brown. Brown with all 8 of their points. Carver brings it across for the Lady Cats. In the middle to Beller. Back out front to Carver. Carver over to Lovin. Lovin heads to the lane, kicks it back out to Carver. Beller with the basketball, shoots no good. Rebound goes to O'Daniel. O'Daniel reverses, goes back top of the circle, over to Redding. She'll put the 3 up, and it's good. Redding with a 3, and timeout Franklin Simpson. It'll be a 30. James, they have 11 points, and 9 of them are on 3s.
Yep. Well,
all the way down. Pulls up, kicks it out to Artist. She puts the jump shot up. It rolls no good. Carver has it taken away from her, but Tristany takes it away from Carver. Underneath the Beller, Jesse. Jump shot's on the way, no good. Rebound goes to Brown and goes off of Jesse's leg out of bounds. Artist will come back in. O'Daniel will get a first rest, or get a rest. Prince comes back in. Jesse will get a rest. Everybody's set now, so Brown will trigger the inbounds in front of her own bench. She'll give it off to Brumfeld, and Brumfeld will bring it up to the right side, into the lane, kicks it out to Artist. Artist over to Redding. Redding underneath to Artist. Artist puts it up, and it rolls good. Carver will give it in to Lunsford, and Tristany will walk it up. 3:33 to go. 28-13 the score. Lovin with the basketball. They've dropped back into a 3-2, I guess.
Looks like 1-2-2 maybe.
Well, she stepped out about that time. To Lovin on the right side, back out to Lunsford, over to Lovin, to Lunsford, to Lovin, to Lunsford. Out down low on the left side to Carver underneath the Baker. She puts it up, banks it. No, it rolls out, but Artis, will get the foul. That'll be the team's 5th. And Oshie will go to the line for 2. James, that thing was halfway down.
Boy, it was, wasn't it?
Ladycats with only one player on the lane, and that is Loving. Oshie's first shot. Got it. Beller back in. Prince is out. Carver down getting some coaching from Kelly Cook, and I'd say that's some good coaching that she'd be getting.
You got that right.
Second free throw is good. And McCutcheon will come in and Carver will come out. And you said it a minute ago, Carver really was some good minutes for the Ladycats. 3:04 to go in the half. Brumfeld with the basketball. Working against Evan. Gets into front court. Kicks it out in the corner to Rager. Back to Brumfeld. Back to Rager. Back to Brumfeld in the corner. Gives it to Artis. Artis spins. Kicks it over a whistle, and she's called for steps. Artis is an 8th grader.
Wow.
30-13 score.
Tell you what, she's got a nice shot, and she moves pretty well.
Well, Coach Clark was telling me that Coach McGee had said that she's helped them some. Loving to Beller down low on the right side. Jesse drives the baseline and hand check on Brown. That'll be Brown's first, team 6th. And it'll be Franklin Simpson ball under their own basket. Jesse steps out to inbounds it. Comes in to Baker. Out front to Tristany. Back to Jesse. Has the ball slapped out of her hands. Taken by Brumfeld.
Triple teamed her.
Yep. Brumfeld to Brown. On the left side to Rager. She tries to drive. Brown gets it. Sets up for a 3. No good this time. Ball is tipped out to Artis. Artis underneath to Brumfeld. She puts it up and gets the basket. That is her first basket. It's 30-15. Coming up on the 2-minute mark in the half. Over on the left side to McCutcheon. Back out front to Lunsford to McCutcheon in the middle to Baker. Underneath the Beller. Wide open under the basket. Banks it in.
Nice assist by Baker.
Really looking the floor over well are all the Lady Wildcats. Stolen by Tristany. Tristany on the run from the right side. Goes up, gets the basket. 4 points for her. Brumfeld into front court. Tries to drive to the right side. Gets cut off. Back out front to Rager. Over to Brumfeld in the corner. Back to Rager. Rager dribbles top of the circle to Redding. Bounce pass stolen by Baker. And then she couldn't get a handle on it. Kicked it out of bounds. It'll be Rebel basketball. 1:24 to go. Rager with the bat, will inbounds, mid-front court. Comes into Brumfeld. Brumfeld will work to the top of the circle, back to the left side to Rager. Rager to Brumfeld on the right side now. Underneath the Artis, puts it up, no good. Partially blocked, taken by Lunsford. Lunsford hustles in, all the way down, kicks it out, stolen by Brown. Going the other way, Ladycats really hustling to get back, and she missed the shot. Brown gets it, and she's fouled. I'm telling you, I don't know how we got back.
Yeah, Beller had some good hustle.
Tamia picks up the foul. That is her first, team second. Brown will go to the line to shoot 2. First shot, good. Brown has 9 of the 16 points. O'Daniel will return. Artis will go to the bench. Carver in, and I believe that's Evan went to the bench for the Wildcats. Second free throw, got that one. Only 2 free throws they've shot. 56 seconds on the clock as Tristany will walk it up. Throws it in the front court to Lovin. Looking for a trap, but she gets it to Lunsford. Bounce pass underneath to Baker, over to Carver. Back to Lunsford, out front to Lovin. To Lunsford, 37 seconds. To Lovin, right side to Beller. Back out to Lovin, to Lunsford, over to Carver. Carver to the top of the circle, and Lovin back to Lunsford at 25 seconds. Down low on the right side to Beller. Beller slapped out of bounds by the Lady Rebels. 20 seconds left. Moving the ball so well
They
tonight.
sure are.
Tristany will trigger the inbounds under her own basket with 20.6 seconds on the clock. Slaps the basketball. Comes in to Jessie, and she tips it back out to Lunsford, and Lunsford will bring it to the top of the circle at 15 seconds. Brumfeld on her. Tristany dribbling into the corner at 8 seconds. Reverses, comes back to the left side. Gives it up to Lovin at 2. Carver gets a rebound. Maybe waited a little bit late to start that one, but we come to halftime. Lady Wildcats have doubled the score, 34-17, Franklin times. Well, and that's exactly what it means, because Tristany has stepped out at midcourt to take it. Man-to-man defense by the Lady Rebels. Comes into Jessie. Underneath to Oshie. Puts it on the floor, bounces, puts it up and in. 19 points for Baker. O'Daniel will bring it up. Nope, she'll give it to Brumfeld, and Brumfeld crosses the timeline. Comes to the top of the circle, looks for O'Daniel, gives it back to her. Comes to the left side to Rager. Rager back out to O'Daniel. O'Daniel moves to the top of the circle, goes all the way around the horn. Still dribbling out front. Lovin on her. Top of the circle to Brumfeld. Brumfeld goes to the right side, gives it to O'Daniel. She looked at the 3. Lady Cats got out on her, but she gets it to Rager, and Rager puts in a 3. Oh, the announcer must have been at the concession stand. That took a while. Tristany goes to the left side to Lovin. Lovin looks underneath to the top of the circle, and Baker. Right side it goes to Tristany. Bounce pass to the baseline to Jessie. Jessie spins, puts it on the floor, goes up, puts it up, no good. And it will be Franklin Simpson ball. Took the older gentleman a while to point out who it was, didn't it?
Well, he's doing the best he can.
Tristany will inbounds at 6:57 on the clock in the third quarter. Slaps the basketball. Comes into Oshie. Just inside the lane. Puts it up. It's no good. Tipped out. Oshie gets it. Kicks it out to Turner back into the lineup to Lunsford to Lovin. Lovin puts it up. No good. And Baker gets it off to Beller. Jessie into the lane. Puts it up and in.
Good hard work by the Lady Cats that time.
A couple of rebounds that time. O'Daniel hustles it into front court. Kicks it out to Brown. Brown tries to go to the right side. Over to Brumfeld. Brumfeld can't penetrate. Gives it over to Rager. Rager will put up another 3. That one is no good. Rebound taken by Brown. Off to Rager. Drives the baseline. Puts a running jump shot up. It's no good. Rebound goes to Brumfeld. She puts it up, and she's fouled. Jessie will get the foul.
She wasn't exactly too happy about that foul, was she?
Nope. Brumfeld goes to the line to shoot 2. Brumfeld has 2 points. Her first trip to the free throw line. It's up and good. 38-21 as Courtney comes out of the ball game and Carver comes back in. Not going to push her much.
No.
You were right when you said that. 38-21, Franklin Simpson. And that one's going to be short. And the rebound goes to Brumfeld. She spins, blocked by Baker, taken by Lovin. Off to Lunsford. Lunsford, bounce pass underneath the Baker. She spins in the lane, puts a jump shot up, got the basket. She is on fire tonight, buddy.
I'm telling you.
Foul is on Brown. That is her first, her second, team's first. She goes. Shot, got it. 5 points in this quarter, and we hadn't played 2 minutes yet. 22 for the night. Brumfeld in the front court. Tries to get in the lane, gets it out to O'Daniel. She'll put up a 3 and get it.
Girls can shoot the 3s.
They sure can.
Wow.
Line comes to the right side, bounce pass over to Lovin. Lovin back out front to Beller at the top of the circle to the left side, and Lunsford just inside the arc. Jump shots on the way. It's no good. Rebound to Rager, over to Brown, off to O'Daniel. O'Daniel down to Conquest. She puts it up and banks it in. And whistle. And the basket, the net is hung up on the Franklin Simpson end. And Brown and Don Gilmore looking to see who can jump up there and take it down. I'm pretty sure Gilmore's not going to jump up there and get it. That's still not totally fixed. But the Ladycats will bring it the length of the floor as Beller will inbounds.
An examination, a further examination of the net says that it's not done. They're going to have to get the ladder and fix it.
Well, both teams coming to the
Ladycat cheerleaders.
Absolutely it is. Lunsford will bring it up off of the inbounds pass of Beller. 5:21 to go in the third quarter. Brumfeld comes out to take Lunsford. She goes to the right side to Baker, back out to Lunsford. Baker's going to go in for the layup and get it. And coach is going to point out that that was a lazy pass. 41-28, a 13-point lead. It was 17 at halftime to Lovin. Lovin back to Lunsford. Lunsford tries to get to the baseline to Baker. She puts it up and in. When you can't do anything else, just stick it in the hole.
Well, yeah.
Brumfeld spins at the top of the circle, backs it back out. Brown flashes across. Jessie gets her hands on it, and Carver picks it up. And Baker takes it away from her underneath the Beller. And Jessie is fouled. She really didn't, but they were coming up the floor side by side. Baker goes over and tells Carver, I'm sorry.
Well, they both dribbled the ball once, and next time they dribbled it, Baker had it.
O'Daniel's charged with a foul. That is the second team foul. Jessie's at the line to shoot two. First shot is in the air. Got it. 9 points for Jessie. She'll be the second Ladycat in double figures if she scores this one. And does. McCutcheon into the lineup, and Tristany will get a rest. Ladycat's going to apply full court pressure. Rager will inbounds it. Comes in to Conquest. Conquest playing with 3 fouls. Conquest gives it off to Daniel. She goes into the corner. Brings it back out, top of the circle to Rager. Rager puts it on the floor, dribbles to the right side, gives it to Brown. Brown tries to get in the lane, loses a handle on it. She and Conquest and Evan fighting for it. It will be Todd Central basketball. Brown will inbounds it. Comes in to O'Daniel, back to Brown, left side to Rager. Rager tries to get in the lane, puts a shot up. It's no good. Baker clears for the Ladycats, off to McCutcheon. McCutcheon gets it into front court, goes to the left side to Lovin, back to McCutcheon, back to Lovin. Lovin underneath the Beller, spins, banks it in. 47-28. Ladycats extending that lead again. Right side, Brumfield goes. A whistle and a hand check, I believe, on Carver. Yep, Carver picks up her second. Team's second. Lady Rebels with inbounds under their own basket. 3:47 on the clock. Tristany will come in and McCutcheon will go out. Rager will trigger that inbounds. Still looking, still looking. Threw it right into the hands of Baker, trying to bounce it off of Tristan, and she just got out of the way. Bounce pass goes off the hands of O'Daniel. It'll be Franklin Simpson ball. That's quick, James. When somebody tries to throw it at your feet and you can get out of the way of it.
Yeah.
Tris will inbounds. Comes into Carver. Back to Lunsford in the corner. Tristan will bring it back out front. She and Carver swap places. Lunsford to the right side and Carver. Back to Lunsford. Lob in to Baker under the basket. Missed the shot. Ball's tipped around. Taken by Rager.
Easy shot she's had.
Yep. Rager off to conquest. Blocked by Beller. Saved from going out of bounds by Baker into the hands of Beller off to Lunsford. Ladycats on the run. Tristany bounce pass underneath to Baker. Too far under that time, but she gets her own rebound. Puts the shot up, and she's fouled.
Wow.
That foul is on Rager. That'll be her first, team's third. Oshie back at the line. Second timeout. James, let's see. 24 points for Oshie. Quarter.
Well, I believe that's her biggest out.
She'll shoot two. And got it. For Todd Central. Ladycats playing good ball. Second free throw coming from Baker. Kicks off the back of the rim. Ball's tipped around and taken by Rager.
Lead at 20.
All the way down, gives it up to O'Daniel. She goes in the lane, pulls up, jump shots on the way, and got it. Yeah, that's a pretty good little player right there.
Yes, sir.
Tristany will bring it up, 48-30. The third quarter. Lunsford looks to the right, bounce pass over to Carver. Carver back to Lunsford. Looking underneath. Picks up her dribble, gives it off to Beller. Jesse tries to go baseline, pulls up, gives it out to Baker from the lane. Rolls.
Oh, three people hanging on her. Wow.
Brumfeld into front court. Into the lane, stops at the free throw line, goes out to O'Daniel. She'll put up a three. It's no good. Beller clears for the Lady Wildcats. Off to Lunsford. Tristany down low to Carver, back out to Lunsford, over to Beller. Underneath, wide open is Baker. It falls off. Redding got the rebound off to O'Daniel. O'Daniel to out front to Rager. Rager puts it on the floor, dribbles to the right side, gives it to O'Daniel, and tried to get it back to Rager, but it went off of her hands into the hands of Tristany. She goes in for the layup, rebound to Evans, and she's fouled by Rager.
Well, actually, I thought Tristany got fouled.
Second foul on Rager, fourth team foul, and McCutcheon will go to the line to shoot two. She has not scored. Her first appearance at the free throw line, missed it. Prince into the lineup, and Oshie will get a break. 10 points in this quarter.
Wow.
Carver is out as, I guess that's who Prince took. No, she took Baker. No good. Rebound run down by McCutcheon. Nice hustle to Beller. To Lunsford. Lunsford to the left side to Lovin, and O'Daniel's going to be charged with a foul. Hacked her across the arm. That's O'Daniel's second, team's fifth.
Foul number 10, O'Daniel, her second.
1:27 to go in the third. Lunsford will inbounds. Man-to-man defense as Artis is back into the lineup. Comes into Prince. Prince back to Lunsford. Over to McCutcheon. McCutcheon to Lunsford. Tristany settles things down, comes back to the top of the circle. Bounce pass over to Lovin on the right side, back to Lunsford. Goes down low, now comes back out front, puts a jump shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and I think Prince is going to be called for a foul. She was battling hard for the rebound.
Yes, sir. No, it wasn't her.
It's McCutcheon. That's Evans' first, team's third. And the Lady Rebels will bring it the length of the floor. Brown inbounds it. Comes into Brumfeld. Brumfeld walks it across. 57 seconds to go in the third. Goes to the left side all the way down. Kicks it out to Artis, but it's stolen by Beller. Off to Lovin. Lovin comes to the middle of the court to Lunsford. 45 seconds, and I would say we're going to go for one here. Right side to McCutcheon. McCutcheon bounce pass underneath to Lunsford. She gets it out to Beller, falling out of bounds. Jesse puts it up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and goes off the head of Rager. It'll be Franklin Simpson ball with 28 seconds left. Baker in, Prince out. Turner in. Lunsford out, I think.
Well, we got 6 out there right now.
McCutcheon's out. Well, that was exciting.
Yeah, it was.
Tristany's out because she's inbounds in the ball. Still looking. Comes into Baker. Back to Lunsford. She drives. Oh,
Whoa.
She gets hammered by Artis. I don't think Artis meant to hit her that hard, but if Artis hits you, it's going to be pretty hard.
Yes, that's right.
Second foul on her, 6-team foul. Tristany goes to the line to shoot 2.
20-point lead for the Ladycats.
And the first one is off the back of the rim. Prince. Seconds plus the minute. Tristany will have a second free throw. Got that one. The Lady Wildcats were 7 of 9 in the looking to get it in is Rager. Still looking. Comes in. Ball is kicked out of bounds. It'll be Franklin Simpson ball as they try to get it to O'Daniel. And Lunsford and Beller will come back in with 23 seconds. Prince is out. McCutcheon's out. Carver is back in. Ladycats. Jesse gets it over to Tristany. She brings it to the top of the circle to the right side to Lovin. Lovin over to Beller. Beller gives it back to Tristany. Redding plays hard.
Yep.
Nice screen. Bounce pass over to Jesse. Oh, Jesse gets hammered by Artis, I think. No?
No.
That one's going to be on Redding. And that is her first, team 7. Shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
She's a shooting, tooting son of a gun.
There you go.
Got the first one. 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. That's 13 for Jess. And Danielle Coates will go in. Not yet, though. 4.4 seconds left. Jesse, no good. Rebound goes. Daniel. Daniel puts a shot up and got it. It's a 2. And at the end of the quarter, 52-32 the score. Franklin Simpson on top. You're listening to WFKN Sports. point for 20%, 13 of 20 from the free throw line for 65%. Wildcats 16 points off of turnovers. Underneath to Baker. Kicks it out to Lovin. They bring it back out front to the right side to Lunsford. Lunsford dribbling out front over to McCutcheon. McCutcheon drives the baseline, and O'Daniel charged with a hand check. That is her third. Team's 8th. And Evan will go to the line 1-1. Evan is 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Hasn't scored a point. And misses that one. Rager with the basketball. Pushes it down, gives it off to Brumfeld. Brumfeld comes to the top of the circle. Reverses, goes to the right side to O'Daniel. O'Daniel back to Brown. Back to O'Daniel. Looks at a three, gives it up to Brown. Brown goes to the right side, bounce pass over to Brumfeld. Brumfeld drives, kicks it out to Conquest, puts it up and banks it in. That is only her 4th point. She was plagued with fouls early in the ball game. Tristany walks it across, 7:15 to go in the ball game. Bounce pass over to Lovin. Lovin to the top of the circle, and Beller over to McCutcheon in the corner to Lunsford, back out to Beller. She spins, puts it up, it's no good. O'Daniel with the basketball going the other way. Holds up while her team catches up to her. Corner to Brumfeld. She'll put up a three. No good. Conquest with a rebound. Puts it up, no good. Ball is loose. Rebound goes to Lovin, and a jump ball is called. Carver will come in, and McCutcheon will go out. Timeout, Franklin Simpson. It'll be a full timeout. 6:47 on the clock. Ladycats up 52-34. You're listening to WFKN Sports.
All right.
2, please.
Okay.
Got Beller, Baker, Carver, Lunsford, and Lovin on the floor for the Ladycats as Brown will inbounds under her own basket. Hit the back of the backboard when she tried to throw it in. Oh, I guess it went off of our hands and hit the back of the backboard.
I thought if it didn't, that was the worst pass I've ever seen.
Brown's better than that. Still looking to get it in. Still looking. It comes in to Brumfeld. She puts it on the floor, backs it back out, cross-courts it to Rager. She drives the baseline, kicks it over to Conquest in the lane. No good. Beller clears off to Lunsford. Conquest had a wide-open shot. They worked the play well. Left side to Lovin. Back to Lunsford. In the middle to Baker. She spins, puts a jump shot up, and she's fouled. That's going to be on. And it is.
Foul number 24 by Conquest, her 4th, team 9.
Team's 9th as Oshie goes to the line. 27 points tonight for Oshie. And that one rolls out on her. She hit 6 in a row. She's missed her last 2. Prince comes to the scores table as Oshie gets that one.
Back in for the Lady Wildcats, number 33.
Actually, she hit 7 in a row. 53-34. Rager to inbounds. They'll bring it the length of the floor. Bounce pass comes into O'Daniel. O'Daniel all the way down, comes to the left side, bounce under to Conquest, and she's fouled by Prince. That'll be Prince first, team's fourth.
First, team fourth, at the line for the Lady Rebels, number 24, Conquest.
Conquest first free throw, rattles no good. Baker will come back into the lineup, and Prince will go to the bench. I think Bailey, both physically and mentally, was taken out of this ball game early, James, with 3 quick fouls.
Yep.
Second free throw, I don't know that hit, and it didn't hit the rim. So the Ladycats will get it out of bounds. Full court pressure.
I'd like to see Oshie get one more field goal here. Get 30.
Lovin to Lunsford. Lunsford back to Lovin. Back to Lunsford into front court. Stops, kicks it over the left side to Carver. Underneath the Beller. And she's grabbed. And that's all for Conquest.
Foul number 24, Bailey Conquest, her fifth,
And James, to be perfectly honest, and I don't mean this as a criticism, to be honest, I'm not sure that she didn't do that to get out of the ball game. That was a pretty obvious foul.
Yep.
And bless her heart, she hadn't been happy all night. That will bring Redding off the bench as Jessie goes to the free throw line. On the wrong, but Don Gilmore giving Walt
instruction.
Yeah. Jessie's first free throw. Got it. 14 for her. Walt Higdon, an institution, as Jessie gets the second one. Todd County Central. O'Daniel all the way down to the baseline, gets cut off by Tristany, gets it back out front to Brumfeld, and whistle and a foul. I believe Carver will be tagged with that foul. And that is correct. That is CC's third, team's fifth. Inbounds pass comes to Rager. She drives, has the ball slapped away, and that's going to be on O'Daniel, I believe. Alexis picks up her fourth. Beller back at the free throw line for two more. 5:52 to go in the ball game.
What'd you say, Davis?
Yeah, 50. Thank you very much. Make it 60. Make it 56-34. You do.
But I believe I get a ride on the bus if nothing else.
Second free throw with Jessie. Got that one. Jessie's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. She's 9 of 10 from the free throw line. O'Daniel gives it off to Brown. To Redding, over to Rager for a three, and she gets it. It's her second three, 8 points for her. Tristany splits the defense as she comes across the timeline over to Carver. Bounce pass underneath to Jessie, underneath to Beller, to Oshie and to Beller. Beller gets her own rebound, and it's off of Todd Central. And Turner will come in during this break, giving Courtney just very limited action, a little bit at a time, like eating an elephant, just a little bite at a time. Slaps the basketball, looking to get it in, comes in to Lovin. Lovin out front to Courtney. Courtney bounce pass under to Jessie, spin. Brumfeld. The side of the backboard, gets her own rebound. Tipped by Beller, off to Baker, over to Lunsford, down to Beller. She spins. Picked up by Brown. Drives the baseline, spins, puts a shot up, banked it in. Oh my gosh.
Basket by Bellary good. Foul number 12, Rager, her third.
How many does she have? She's getting close to the 20 mark, isn't she?
Let's see. She has 18.
That's pretty close to 20.
Actually 19. This would make her 20. Shot is up, rolls no good. Rebound goes to Redding. Off to Rager. 59-37, 4:53 to go. Rager brings it up, unharassed. Out front to Brumfeld. Brumfeld sees an opening, goes in, puts a shot up. It's no good. Battle for the rebound. Beller wrestles it away, gets it off to Tristany. She's in for a bunny. Put it up, no good. A whistle, and Tristany's going to be called for the foul. Her first. Team sixth.
10, Lunsford, her first, team 6.
Oh, man. That's one cute little lady there.
Yep. I tell you what, she's a ball player.
Yes, sir.
O'Daniel into front court. Goes to the right side. Comes back to the left, top of the circle. In the corner. On the way.
Basket by
Liza's 12th point. She got.
You leave them unguarded, they will score.
Yep. That's why that defense has been so good tonight. Baker's shot's no good. Rebounded by Carver. She puts it up and it banks in.
basket by
I tell you what, I wish we were playing the University of Kentucky tonight the way our luck is.
And that's true.
Brown with the basketball. Backs it back out over to O'Daniel. She'll put up a long three. No good. Redding puts it up. No good. Rebound. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Franklin Simpson ball. 61-39 as Prince comes in.
Prince.
Oh, she just can't get that 2 points that she needs for 30. Into Lunsford, over to Carver. Back to Lunsford. Fakes a throw and then just drives on down over to Carver. Back out front to Lunsford. Under 4 minutes to go. To Levin on the right side. Dribbles to the right. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Tristany. She dribbles down the sideline. Drives in, brings it back out, weaves through 5 of them and brings it out to midcourt. Starts again, over to Levin. Levin back to Lunsford, drives baseline. Comes through the lane, left side to Levin. In the middle to Baylor, puts it up and she's fouled by Brown. That'll be Liza's third.
Foul number 13, Brown, her third.
Beller goes to the line to shoot 2. 61-39 the score. Ladycats on top. Free throw, no good. McCutcheon in. Jesse walks away from the line. Now steps back up, toes it. Shots up. That one's no good either. But Carver gets the rebound. And then a jump ball. It'll go to Franklin Simpson. And Courtney will come back in. And McCutcheon will come to the bench. Courtney will inbounds it. Comes into Jesse. Out to Levin. Back to Jesse. Spins, has it slapped, and Brown with a foul. That'll be Liza's fourth.
Foul number 13, Brown, her fourth.
Jesse will be back at the line for 2. That one rolls off again. I mean, she was on a hot streak and she's missed her last 4.
Yep.
Courtney's back out and Evan is back in. She's trying to get 20. Oh, she's trying to get 30. There's Jesse's 20. And she'll come out of the ball game as Danielle Coates will be in. And Coach Clark says, get back on the into front court as Brumfeld brings it up. Goes to the right side. Carver on her. Rager comes out top of the circle, drives in the lane, puts a shot up, and got it.
Basket by Rager.
10. The The offense now at 2:45. Carver crosses the timeline, spins, goes to the right side, gives it up to Lovin. Lovin drives baseline, bounce pass underneath to Prince. She puts it up, no good. O'Daniel comes up with it, stolen by Coates, or tied up by Coates, and it will be Todd Central's basketball. Brown into O'Daniel. O'Daniel stops it at the timeline. Now she crosses it, comes to the left side to Brumfeld at the top of the circle, goes to the right side, tries to drive the lane, does drive the lane, banks it no good, battle for the rebound, and Loving comes out with it off to McCutcheon. McCutcheon into front court, over to Carver. Carver will bring it out front at 2 minutes. Comes to the top of the circle. O'Daniel slaps the basketball, I believe, and Carver gets it to McCutcheon. McCutcheon over to Lovin. Lovin in the front court. Tried to get it to Coates, stolen by Rager. Rager all the way in for a bunny and missed it. Brown gets Redding gets the rebound off to Rager to the top of the circle, and Brown short. McCutcheon with the rebound, and she's called for steps. 62-41 as Lauren Trout and Katie Norwood will come into the ball game, and Prince and Lovin will go out. Brown will inbounds, mid-front court, comes into Rager. Trout on her, underneath to O'Daniel, puts it up, no good, and the rebound goes to McCutcheon. Off to Norwood, down the far side, kicks it over to Coates. She puts it up, rolls no good, and it's off of the Ladycats out of bounds. It'll go to the Lady Rebels. Alara Barbie into the lineup for the Lady Wildcats. Into O'Daniel. So a couple of 8th graders in there now. O'Daniel to the right side, guarded by McCutcheon. Gets in the corner, kicks it back out to Rager. Back to O'Daniel. She'll put up a three. Short. Rebound goes to Rager. Bounce underneath to Brown. Liza's 14th point. 30-second timeout as we're just exchanging players here. Artist
in the ball game.
Yep. Harris is in, Knuckles is in, Mims is in, and Norwood took the inbounds pass from McCutcheon. Goes to the left side to McCutcheon. Barbie comes out top of the circle to take the pass over to Norwood. Norwood puts it on the floor, drives into the lane. Called for steps. It might be a good thing she did, because up with this lady down here, she was about to run into a wall, wasn't she?
I hear you.
Stole the pass, inbounds pass, missed the shot, but hustled back up the floor to steal the pass. Now stole the ball again. Headed for the basket and is fouled by Weathers. That is Weathers first. Katie says, I've been sitting on that bench resting up. I'm ready to go.
She is ready.
She'll go to the line for two. First shot, short. Katie's, like myself, she's built pretty close to the ground. Not quite as heavy close to the ground. Barbie, a tall young lady. Katie, that one goes in and out. Artist with the rebound and threw it away. Tried to get it to Jasmine Mims, went off her hands, out of bounds. 28 seconds left in this ball game. 62-43 to score. Norwood will bring it up. Dribbling out front. Off to Barbie on the left side. 17 seconds. Barbie dribbling out front with Mims on her. Drives in, jump shots up, banked it in. Alara Barbie gets 2 points. And the final score is going to be 64-43, I would say. And I would be right. 64-43, Lady Wildcats win it, 5-0 in the 13th district, and they have secured the number 1.
Again, we remind us for the rebel fans in the stands, we will have a fish fry to help